This now, dogs are curious creatures. We know that. They're always hungry. But that can lead to some dangerous situations if they get into the wrong stuff, which inevitably they will. And some foods we may not know are dangerous for our furry friends. And joining us this morning, Dr. Meagan Callahan, Medical Director of the North Tampa Veterinary Emergency Group. Dr. Callahan, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning.
All right, so 5 human foods your dog should never eat. You've got a rundown.
Yes, so the most common substances that are toxic to dogs that are in the food that we eat are xylitol, caffeine, grapes, onions, garlic, and alcohol. So xylitol is actually found in your gums primarily. It can also be found in artificial sweetener packets as well as peanut butter. So you have to keep an eye out for that, making sure you're getting the natural peanut butter. Caffeine is coffee, soda, tea, chocolate's a big one, which we touched on a few months ago in this segment. Grapes and raisins as well. So we want to keep those away in the cookie form as well as just the primary form that you would eat normally. Onions and garlic, any cooked raw, doesn't matter, they shouldn't eat it. And alcohol in any form, including beers or wines. Wines have grapes and alcohol. So you want to make sure just to keep those away from your dogs at all times.
So I'm looking at the list and grapes is standing out. What is it about grapes that's so dangerous for them?
That's actually a great question. And to this day, researchers and veterinarians do not have the answer. But we do know that some dogs have a genetic predisposition to reacting to the skin of the grapes. But we're not even completely sure that it's not the pulp as well. So it's the best idea just to keep it away from your pet, because we actually don't have a good genetic test on which dogs are reactors and which dogs are not.
So how do we know if there's been a reaction? I mean, a lot of times it's hard to know, but you're saying skin reaction. What about an allergic reaction or, I mean, how do you know what's happening?
Sure. Also a great question. So it would be a reaction to the skin of the grapes, and I'll correct myself on that, not the skin of the dog. And grapes are actually toxic to the kidneys. And oftentimes we don't know right away until the dog goes into kidney failure or has an acute kidney injury. So we want to make sure that if your dog does ingest any of these items, especially grapes, call your family veterinarian right away. If they're unavailable or if it's after hours, call Veterinary Emergency Group. You can talk to a doctor right away and we can let you know what the next steps are, whether that is to call a poison control, whether that is to come in so we can induce vomiting. It really depends on the substance they got into and the quantity.
For the milder reactions, is there anything that we can do at home to help them?
So a lot of these actually affect the blood and some of the organs. So xylitol will drop the blood sugar. Dogs can have seizures. It causes liver failure. Caffeine causes the heart to race and can cause cardiac arrest. Grapes cause kidney damage. Onions cause blood toxicity. And so, you know, a lot of this stuff you can't actually tell at home until it's too late. So it's better to be safe than sorry.
Absolutely. Best to leave that stuff to the pros then. Dr. Meagan Callahan, thanks so much for being with us. Always good to have you.
Thank you. It's great to be here.